Hi, I'm Patrick at Roof Life of Oregon. So what I have in my hand is I didn't want to bring in a big shingle because they're 3 feet long. So this is a ridge cap. This is what goes on the very, very top of your roof. It's a high profile ridge cap, very thick, and then when they lay over each other, you get that accented ridge. But what this has that I do want to talk about is I can tell you how a shingle's made and how the weather affects it. So this shingle is a fiberglass mat. So if you think about a swisher that you would dust with, multiply that by 10 in thickness, and that's how a fiberglass mat looks like in the factory where they make them. Then it goes down a machinery and it sprays an asphalt coating on it. Good 1/16 of an inch of asphalt. And then whatever color that they're making, they drop these granules on there, and then it's pressed into the hot asphalt. And the asphalt on top of the fiberglass mat with these granules makes a composition shingle. And they come in all different sizes and shapes and styles and warranties and all sorts of stuff. But what we're going to focus on today is how the weather affects these here in Portland. Everything starts out new, everything looks beautiful, everything's, oh, I'm so excited to have my new roof. And then Oregon sets in. And what happens is you start getting the rain, and our rain is very acidic here. We're downwind from a developing country called China. I think they open a new coal burning plant every week. They have that many people, that big, and they don't regulate the environment, so everything goes up in the environment, and we have a very acidic rain over here. That's why when you look at your grass, your walkways, driveways, and your roof, moss is growing everywhere. And as you know, moss leads to loss, right? So what does it do on this asphalt shingle? First thing it does is it gets a coating of black fungus, grows everywhere. And then the moss starts to grow on the edges of the shingles. And moss looks like it's just a ball, but it's actually a wedge. And as it develops, it wants to lift up the edge of the shingle. When the rains come and the rain's running down the shingle, the moss diverts it horizontally. When your moss or debris on the roof has the water travel horizontally, it gets to the fasteners that are right underneath the edge of every shingle. And this causes the water to saturate your plywood. That's not good. The other one is on the southwest side of your home. The UV really works on these shingles. Many days when it's 80 degrees outside, if you put your hand on that roof, it'll burn your hand. It's that hot. This composition stone here is put here because if the sun and the UV can get to the asphalt, it breaks it down in a very, very short period of time. So this might be a 25 to 50 year shingle if the granules stay on this shingle. But if it superheats, if it's lacking ventilation, if it's allowed the growth to just eat it alive, the granules come off, and in a very short period of time you're having to re-roof. An average roof here in Portland is a $18,000 to $25,000 event. And if that roof lasts a third or half as long, you're talking about $13,000 to $14,000 more than you should be spending. So you could do a lot of maintenance for $13,000, $14,000. Plus, the added benefit is that you get a beautiful roof the whole time. You don't have to live with a grungy looking beat up roof. You can come home to a healthy roof, and it's going to last longer, and it's going to be able to handle the storms. When we have a storm come in with 25-mile-an-hour winds with 1 inch of water, if your roof is not maintained, it's going to struggle. You may get a leak where you don't want a leak, or a disruption in your day of business because your wife just got called by your 12-year-old that's at home and said there's water coming in the kitchen ceiling. And 70% of us are double income providers in our homes. What do? We help you avoid that. You can just say, hey, call Roof Life, and they'll be out and stop the leak. Well care maintenance for shingles here in Portland. Keep the growth under control, keep the debris off, so your roof and home look beautiful.